Hello Cole and hello Charlotte Jane. Alright, we're going to get the big engines running here. We'll start with the diesel engine, the Canadian Pacific. Next, we'll fire up the big locomotive. Right now, it's kind of hidden behind the upper track. There we go. Here comes the big mallet up the hill. This is the new train layout, train table and layout, the upper section, which Grandpa has two ascending track, one here and one on the other side of the table, protected by that long fence. And they call that track a graduated trestle. And that's a long trestle to span where the other engines come up from the lower track so that the upper train can get across the gap. And the covered bridge. Can't see it the opening to it too well. Behind, there it is, behind Grandpa's post that supports his house. Grandpa will have to figure out what to do with that somehow. Make it a volcano or something. Okay, well that's the new section, and we have some new cars. There's an emergency car, and if you can see the spotlight, it's generated by the emergency generator car that travels all over the tracks at night when emergencies happen on the track, to light up the area where the workers can see. And a water tower that actually works. I'll show that to you here in a minute. And an ice house that actually, that man right there loads the ice into the ice car. And a long time ago they actually used to deliver big blocks of ice like that to businesses and houses that didn't have modern day refrigeration, and they used to keep things cold in their freezers with great big ice blocks. I'll show you how that works in a minute. And the coal station that Grandpa built, where they store coal. And so Grandpa's been busy building, and the airport, of course, is still here. There's a World War II plane that Uncle Kenny gave your grandpa. And a Texaco plane about to make a landing. So this is the lower elevation of track, and the two ascending track or graduated trestle that gets to the new section. It's all open in the middle for building. And there's two engines being worked on, and when Grandpa gets those back, this one right here is actually pre-war cars. Bought them from your Aunt Connie's best girlfriend. She was the only child, and her father gave her this beginner set in 1939. And the engine is in Alabama, getting a $8 front wheel put on it. And the other train that isn't working is my Santa Fe. It's in the shop getting worked on, and I should have that back any day. And when Grandpa gets all his engines running and all his trains running, I'll make another video and send it to you. So let me show you the ice house. See the man putting the ice into the car, loading the ice. And the water tower, I'll show you how it works, although the engine isn't here right now. That's the spout. Way back in the day when they had water towers and steam locomotives, the spout would come down and fill the tank in the engine with water, which made steam, which powered the locomotives with coal. And that's why we have a coaling station. And Grandpa is building a coaling tower to load the coal onto the trains. So this is in the shape of an L. And I know you both know your alphabet. And Grandpa has built two elevations in the form of an L. This is the lower elevation. With the Canadian Pacific running right now. And there's the cell tower and the lighthouse and crossing gates and passenger stations and a house under construction.